Hi students and welcome in this video. In this video, we are going to learn about the non-conventional sources of energy. So previous lecture we learned about the uh, conventional sources. For example, firewood, coal, again petroleum gas, natural gas. We learn about these sources of conventional sources. So in this lecture, we will learn about the non-conventional sources. Conventional sources means what? I told you in that lecture that which sources or which type of energy we are using from thousands of years. That is called the conventional. Means people using those sources from last thousands of years. So it is called the conventional. So, and the non-conventional sources means what? Just now we have started to use of these sources or that sources of energy, that is called the non-conventional sources. In this lecture we are going to learn about solar energy, again wind energy and nuclear energy. So first we will take information of solar energy. So energy or this energy we are getting from the sun, means whatever heat and light we are getting from sun, from that that energy we are converting in solar energy. Okay, so there are many solar cells are there which are produces energy. They converted that heat and light or energy into electricity. So it is called a solar energy. So this energy is beneficial for the tropical region. Means previous lecture I told you. See here, this is our earth. Okay. So tropical countries means what? The part between the 23 and half north and part between 23 and half southern, means the region between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So this region is called a tropical region. Why these tropical countries get a benefit of this solar energy? Because the sun raises, see here, this is the sun. Okay, so this part of the earth or this tropical region receives the direct rays of the earth, sun. So these tropical countries get the more heat from the sun. So this solar energy is beneficial for the tropical countries. Okay, so we can use this solar energy in solar cookers, again solar heaters, solar dynasties and traffic signals. For these purposes we can use this solar energy. Okay, understood. So next our energy is wind energy. So this is inexhaustible source of energy, means this solar energy also inexhaustible source. Again we are seeing that nuclear energy, it is also inexhaustible energy. Means what? Just we learn about the petroleum, natural gas, again coal and firewood. These all resources or that energy exhausted, means after some years that sources will exhaust, means they will finish. But this means in solar energy the sun always gives us heat and light. It will not finish. Again wind also, it is also inexhaustible energy, because winds also blowing again and again, they never finish. Okay, so this energy is called the inexhaustible source of energy. Okay, and we learn in previous lecture that petroleum, when we burn that petroleum, that it is a negative impact on the environment. But these sources are environmental friendly. Okay, see next. When see here, I will draw here one picture. like this windmill we already we seen. Okay, so the high speed of wind rotate this windmill, and from this windmill it creates a heat, and it here wire is there, here generator they are settled up, then the it connected with the generator. Here the wire is there inside the inside this pipe, wire is there and it connected with the generator, and when the windmill rotates, the heat or the energy is creating, and using this energy, this generator transfer that energy in the electricity. Understood how the windmill producing the energy or electricity. So these we can say in Hindi pawan chakki. So these windmills located mostly located in coastal and mountains region. Why? Because we can that windmills can get the high speed wind. Understood here? And if on any land more than 20 or 30 windmills are there, that farm is called a windmill farm. Understood? Okay, next our energy is nuclear energy. See here that energy produced from the nuclear of that every thing having atom. Atom is the central point. So to produce this nuclear energy, uranium and thorium minerals are using. What happens when the uranium and thorium they undergoes fission? Fission means what? Multiplying, and that time they produce the power or heat, and that heat used to generate electricity. Understood? So the greatest producer in the world of the nuclear energy are USA and Europe, and in India we can see there are major projects of nuclear energy, Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu and Tarapur in Maharashtra. So here today in this video we already learned about the solar energy, wind energy and nuclear energy. So students, next video we will see remaining 3 non-conventional sources. Thank you.